Hello, my friends. Welcome to Life Expansion. I'm Jason Stephenson, and thank you very much for joining me. For all of you that are joining me live, I'm seeing the chat at the moment. Thank you so much for being present. I know that it's very early morning for some of you in the UK, the European area. And for those of you that are not joining me live, I know that you're here, and I welcome you whenever you're listening to this, because you can gain just as much by being here in the present, in the moment, wherever you are. Right now, I just want to swing across just to say a quick hello to people on the chat. And here we go. I'm saying hello to Elena Gron and Seal. Welcome, Donna Parks and Iridescent Peace and Lama, Ginny, Adele, Tracy. Hello, Lama. Thank you very much. Sounds okay. I'm hoping it's going to be all good here today. And today we're going to be doing a sitting in stillness and in silence with the intention of being open to embrace change. So we're going to be talking a little bit about that as well. And hello, Orphan and Garrison. Welcome. Brenda, Robin. It's lovely to see you all here. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you. It's great to have you along, and I'm really looking forward to this. And I guess what brought this up for me was the idea that, as you're aware, Notre Dame has recently been burnt in the fires in Paris, and it's been crumbling before our eyes. We've been witnessing this on television, and it's been a reminder for me that this 850-year-old building around about is, no matter how long something is here for, that everything must change and everything will change, including this beautiful architecture that is just crumbling before our eyes. So I'm just hello to Bridget and to Kat. And Seal says, yes, I set my intention to this. I embrace change and let God show me the way to let go and let life lead me. Beautiful, Seal. And you know what this is about, guys, is the fact that we cling to certainty. The ego in particular doesn't like change. It's grasping at with all our might to be as we want it to be, to control life as we want it to control. And interestingly enough, the more we grasp something, the stronger that grasp gets. Just about be assured that is going to fall away. And it's like trying to grasp that water in the palm of your hand. I've used this before. When you close your hand up, it'll squish out the sides. And that is exactly like change. If we can just learn to be open like this with our hands and allow our life to unfold. And this is not to say that we don't need to plan. We don't have to plan for the future. By all means, I encourage planning. I encourage goal setting. That's a human element for us, and it's something that we can aspire to and to grow, because that's what we are. We're growing beings. The thing is to be open to those plans and to be open to change, and as it unfolds and as it does. And we all know that. And I'm sure many of you right now have been through times in your life. You might be going through times in your life where everything seems so smooth, and then all of a sudden, bam, something happens and it tests us. It challenges us, doesn't it? It really does. I'm just looking at the notes here. Garrison, you don't have school, is that right? Good on you, Garrison. And Adele says she doesn't have school either. Adele is a school assistant aid teacher, teacher's aide. I think they call them that. Yeah. So, what else? I've just got some notes here. I'll check out a few things. What I want to say first, guys, is that next week, just to make sure that I don't forget, next week I'm inviting a beautiful guest, Colette, also known as Tappin Girl, and she's going to be taking us through EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique, and I think I've got that right. And Colette is an absolute gem to be around, and I hope you can tune in to next week, because Colette makes me laugh and smile so much, and I know that she will make you guys laugh and smile too. So next week we've got that on, so I hope you can join us next week as well. I'm interested just to watch this chat at the moment, just out of interest's sake, guys. How is this time frame for you? How is this time frame? I think it's 7 p.m. Pacific time. I'm just wondering, for the most part, how this is for you at the moment, because normally we do this much earlier, but I did a poll on my other channel, and it seemed like that 65% of people said that this time was the best time. So I'm just trying to do my best to work in the best time for most people. I can never get it right, of course. And here in Adelaide at the moment, or outside of Adelaide, it's 11:37 a.m. So we've got, this is perfect. Yep. Okay, awesome. So many people are saying it's great. And it's quite late in Boston, Massachusetts, 10:07 p.m. Okay, great. Okay. Adele had to rush dinner to be here. Hope it turned out well though, Adele. I'm sure it was made with plenty of love. So anyway, guys, so today we're going to be doing a meditation of silence. This is a meditation unlike what I normally do, is guide you through this. I've decided today that, and sometimes we're going to be doing this because, and in particular for change, if we're putting out to embrace change, the beautiful thing about this is that when we're in the moment, when we're going on a moment-to-moment basis within this meditation itself, there is going to be change unfolding in our minds via our thoughts. You're going to be thinking different thoughts. You might be thinking this is boring. You might be thinking, what am I doing? You might be thinking this is a waste of time. Whatever these thoughts come and go, and what you're going to cook, when you're going to eat, these are just thoughts, and they're change as well. And you can look at that in this as just change, just constantly flowing, constantly changing. You might have different emotions that come up. Emotions of frustrations, emotions of anger, emotions of whatever it may be. You might have different sensations that go through your body. This is all about, it's simply acknowledging this, and it's recognizing this as change. So before we begin this meditation, to allow our hearts to open and to realize that we are resilient beings, and that we have everything that we need to get through whatever comes our way. Whatever comes our way, that we have that strength to get us through. And it might not seem it at the time, and it can seem very, very dark during those times, some of those times, very dark, almost like there's no way out. But just in recognizing that, just even in sitting with those dark times, it's when we sit in those times and not try to run from them, that ultimately change occurs. So my friends, I'm going to set a timer of 15 minutes, and there's going to be a bell at the beginning. There'll be a bell about 7 minutes in to know we're about roughly halfway through. And then finally there'll be a bell at the 15-minute mark to come back. And for those of you that haven't done this sort of thing before, it's not so much needed. All you need is just to be present. If you want to choose to have your eyes open, have your eyes open. If you want to choose, I would suggest having your eyes closed. I would suggest, if you're chatting, that you just stop chatting for 15 minutes, to take a break and to just be, and allow whatever to unfold. And if you find that you get lost in your thoughts, to recognize that they are just thoughts, and just to come back to your breath, your breathing in and out, and using that as an anchor point to always come back to if you get lost. So open your heart. You might like to call on God or a higher source or the powerful being within, just to be present with you and to be willing and open to allow change into your life in an all-natural way. Let us begin. halfway point now. Just continuing to be in this moment and to be with your breath, and an understanding that no matter what is going on in your mind, how your mind might flicker on a moment-to-moment basis between thoughts, that is perfectly fine. Whatever is happening in the present moment is absolutely fine. Simply change on a moment-to-moment basis. And you always have your breath to come back to. end this meditation now and just taking in 3 deep breaths, blowing them out. Bringing yourself back to your present surroundings, feeling your feet on the floor, and feeling your hands, might be resting in your lap or by your side, and just gently opening your eyes and coming back. Welcome back, and I would be interested to see in the chat how that experience was for you. Most welcome, and Rayla says that was beautiful. So grateful for everyone who was a part of that. Seb's 5, I was very relaxed. Dreamweaver says body scans helped me prepare for this. Elena says it went fast. Calming, amazing, perfect. Once I settled upstairs midway through, it was nice, relaxing and centering, says Adele, and peaceful, and an emotional experience. It was beautiful, says Tanya. Barbara, many thanks. Seal says a combination of very active and very peaceful and still, going back and forth in between the two. And it's all as it should be. It's all, there's no right or wrong in this. Exactly what you feel. For some, it can be feeling relaxed. Lama says, appreciate it. My body was so numb. These are all sensations that are absolutely normal. It's just different for every being. The beautiful thing is that you were present to be aware of what was happening and what was going on. So, Jane says it was nice and reassuring, blissed out, connected with something amazing. At time, Fam says, at time my thoughts were hard to ignore. Perfect. And that's a beautiful thing. That's an absolutely beautiful thing that you even found that your thoughts were hard to ignore, and that you were, and we, of course, we don't even have to ignore the thoughts. It's almost like, when we're talking about this change, it's like when these thoughts are coming and going, if we're open to that and just recognizing that is as it is in that moment, that's change, that's happening, and then we can just go back to being. And my thoughts at different points were coming and going too, and different sensations behind the eyes of different light coming and going, but it was always just so good to recognize that, and then just to coming back to being in the present moment. And of course, so just trying to get to some of this. I'll be joining frequently. Lovely Sebs, it's lovely to have you. Deb says a lot of thoughts but not judging. Seal says I felt myself letting go and asking God to lead me, opening my heart. And beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And Donna's ready to drift off into sleep. That's a great way to get ready for sleep. Yeah. Hello, Positive World Meditation. Thanks, it was very peaceful. You're most welcome. And Susan says, I've been lonely and a lot lately, and it felt so good to connect to everyone. And it's great to have you, Susan. and knowing too that even that loneliness that we sometimes feel, that is fleeting as well and will pass. Be assured, it will pass. And Jane says, the words, everything is going to be all right, kept running through my mind. Patricia fell asleep, and that's perfectly okay. You probably needed that, Patricia. And Robin, I was reading the book Anatomy of Loneliness, and after pick up my phone and can live. So perfect, thank you. Pick up my phone and you. Oh, I came live. I gotcha now. Gotcha. Perfect. Awesome. Perfect timing. Divine timing, I might add. Group virtual hug. I'm up for that. Big group virtual hug, everyone. Perfect. Yeah. And thank you, Elena. Thank you. And you guys, just remember, I'm a pure reflection of you, and what you see in me is what you see in yourself, or what is in yourself, and that's all I am, is an absolute reflection of you. And I think we're all reflections of each other, and even those the greatest teachers are the ones when we get frustrated or we get very angry with a particular person. They're the greatest teachers, because that comes back to us that what have we got to work on within ourselves? What part of ourselves is feeling very unsettled, that we might need to work on? They're the greatest lessons. And Adele says, yeah, lots of connections and making friends here. Yeah. It's great. It's great. And can I ask you guys that, as you're aware, I do a lot of guided meditation, so there's lots of spoken words in all of my work. Did you find that unsettling that I wasn't speaking in that, or were you quite okay with that? I'd just like to see this with this group, how you were with that, with sitting with your silence. And of course you can hear a little bit of the music here, but how was that for you? I would love to just get your thoughts on this. And are you up to do this again? Because I'm open to change. I'm open to change. Yeah. So Seal loves them both. Yeah. Seb says, okay, totally okay with the quiet. Elena says, yeah, it was good that you came in the middle with a bit of a timer. And Seal says, when you do a guided, you love them both. Actually prefer guided meditation. Some guidance is okay. Okay. Yeah, change is okay. Thank you, Abby. Both, okay. Guided with silent breaks, and I was a part of me was wondering about that with this, and if we do this again, I'm sort of considering that I'm going to do some guided, just a little bit in between, just to keep us on track, to keep bringing us back, because sometimes the mind does wander off, and we're not even aware of that until a minute can pass. And so I think as a meditation facilitator, I can certainly bring you back just every now and then, and we can give that a go and see how that fits with you people. And Robin says, you taught me guidance in meditation, and now I'm a free bird. I'm great with both. Robin, beautiful. And Rayla says a mix is nice too, some silence here and there, but also some direction in case my mind starts following the thoughts too much. Perfect, Rayla. I think that's the direction I'm going to be going in. I was wondering where I was going with this, and I'm feeling I get the what's going to happen. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good with this. The cat says, I used your guided meditation tools for this unspoken one. It was very helpful. Thank you. Open to both. Okay. And affirmations too, so soothing, and we can throw some affirmations into. Yeah. Nice balance. It is lovely to connect with you all. I might just throw it out there just for this last section. If you do have any questions or concerns that you feel comfortable in writing here, please write them here. If you have concerns and that you are afraid to put them up here and you want to write to me or my team and we'll get back to you, you can write to admin@jasonstephenson.net. And that's Jason Stephenson, Stephenson with a PH, STEPHENSON.net. Admin@jasonstephenson.net, and someone will get back to you and we'll be able to help you out with anything that you might have. Any questions? Some beautiful stuff. Can you mention some inner child healing? Something that we can certainly do. Yes, we can certainly throw some of that in sometime, Lama. Sweet Fish says, my son loves your children's affirmations. It always makes him dance and smile. Thank you so much. Do you know the children's affirmations? That was one of the first recordings I ever did. It was for children. And I really enjoyed doing them myself. I love them. So I'm glad that your son loves them. Yeah, great. Rayla says, it's honestly so weird being here after listening to your meditation for years. Thanks for your support. And wonderful, says Janet. And Dreamweaver says, how can we best support this channel? You can best support this channel by showing up and by sharing. I appreciate that. And yeah, just getting the word out there. If you enjoy it, that's the best support you can give. And even better support is that you begin to do some meditation practice outside of these live sessions for yourself. And I'm on that journey with you, my friend. I'm on that journey with you. And this is something that I feel very strongly about, that to incorporate this into our lives for the benefit of ourselves, the family, our friends, but also for the benefit of humanity. Yeah. Elena says, I love your meditation for change. Yes, I think I did that one quite a few years back too. Quite a few years ago. And Unicorn says, I've been meditating for a while now, but I always end up falling asleep anyway. To not fall asleep when I'm not trying to. And there's a few things you can do here, Unicorn. First of all, sometimes the acceptance is that we are tired, and when we begin to still our mind and we begin to slow down, our body is wanting a rest, and we must sleep. And it can be that we might not be getting as much sleep as what we require. However, what we can do is, when we're doing the meditation, is keeping that sitting upright as much as you can. And if you begin to feeling like you're beginning to slouch over, and just mindfully just bringing yourself up again, think you can have that thought, majestic mountain. I like that one. Just thinking like a majestic mountain and being present. Another thing you can do is to not close your eyes. Give that one a try. I hope that can help you. yeah, I would definitely not lie down while you do the meditations. I would be definitely sitting up, and yeah, hope that can help. Ginny, I'm eternally grateful for this community. I'm eternally grateful for this community. I'm eternally grateful for everyone here. And yeah, it's great to have you guys. It really is. Whoa, the comments are going fast. I'm trying to keep... How long have I been meditating? Good question. I've been meditating on and off for many years now. For many years. However, how long have I been seriously meditating? I would say 5 years, 7 years. Yeah, no more than that. I think I started meditations in my early 30s, and got into it in a big way at different points in time, but always just sort of let it go, just comes and goes. But over the last 7 years, ironically, since doing the YouTube channel, and really I was, in a way, it's been a gift doing this YouTube channel, because it forced me to, if I'm putting these meditations out there, how crazy would it be for me to put these meditations out there and not to meditate myself? For me, it's about, what do you say, walking the talk, walking the talk? Yeah, and here's the thing, I'm going to be honest with you guys. When I first started this meditation channel, like in 2009 or 10 or 11, I was just getting into starting meditation. I remember getting questions, people asking me questions, and they'd say, all different questions on meditation. I'm thinking, I don't know the answer to that one. I've got no idea. And that's when I thought, best I start to meditate. Make it a bit more of an effort to do this, to find out what on earth this person is speaking about. So that's a bit of inside information there, but it's the truth. I just am who I am, and but it's been a gift, because it's allowed me to incorporate meditation into my life, and now to reap the benefits of mindfulness. And I can't tell you how much I love this. Because it's not only the meditation that I love, it's the mindfulness aspect that is flowing over into all areas of my life, and that excites me. That excites me so much, catching myself just moments of, when I'm having a cup of tea, just being still, being present out there in the sun, feeling the sun on my face, going out and having a look at my plants and watching them grow, just being present. And this is such a beautiful gift. This is it excites me no end. I mean, it sounds crazy, I know, but it excites me. So yeah. Oh wow. What is the longest you went without talking to anyone in meditation retreat? Was 10 days. That was my longest one, and I'm so excited to announce that I'm doing a mindfulness meditation retreat in silence. I'm not facilitating it. I'm attending in New South Wales in July. So it'll be a 6-day or 7-day silent mindfulness meditation retreat, and I'm so excited to be able to share this with you guys too. After, of course, won't be on any phones or anything like that, but once I come back to share my experiences with you, because I haven't done that now for a long period of time, and it's time to do that again. Yeah, everyone's loving the chat, and it's great. It's really great. Thank you, Louise. And Tracy says, have you ever let your spirit guide come while sitting in silence? Interesting, because just before this session with you guys, I connected to my spirit guide, and you might have a different name for that, and that's okay, whatever you want to call. I have a guide. This, and it's a. I don't even like to give it names and things because it's a personal thing. But I connected with his name is David, my spirit guide, and I connected with him outside whilst I was having my cup of tea. And it wasn't like a meditation as such, but it was just a reflective moment, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. But yes, I've met guides in my meditations as well. Wow. And Tanya listens to the children's meditations and stories too. Yeah, I'm a big kid. Sometimes isn't it wonderful though to listen to those children's stories or to watch those children's movies as well? And I love that stuff. And Iridescent Peace said, my guide is a buffalo. And absolutely, we can, our guides can be everything from God to animals to spirit guides to angels to, yeah. And Barbara says, do you feel lonely out there, Jason? No, Barbara, I don't. At the moment, I have a friend staying here from New South Wales, but even when my friend is not here, it doesn't matter to me. I'm not saying I don't like my friend. I respect my friend. I love my friend dearly, but I am not lonely. Yeah, it's interesting. I went through some loneliness as a child and wondering what it was about and why I was on my own, and my brothers all had friends and I never had friends. I had one or two friends at school, but when it come to coming home, I was always on my own. And here's the thing, I recognized that I was wondering why I was on my own, but the truth was, the other side was I was enjoying being on my own. I still see myself in that bedroom with the rain falling on the window, being alone, but sometimes not lonely, and just being at peace. So I don't get lonely. I haven't been lonely maybe for a long time. Or if I had, it might have been for, a few hours and then it's gone. Yeah, so it's something that I haven't had for some time now. Tracy says, will we see any more work with you and your brother? His music is amazing. And Matt, dear Matt, my brother, my brother's thousands of miles away from here at the moment. He's back in New South Wales, and I would like to, I would love to have him on this show here. So I might call him sometime, hey? And we'll get him to do something when I get back to New South Wales. Yeah, I miss my brother, Matty. Matt, if you're watching this, see you soon. Yeah, you're most welcome, Iridescent. You're most welcome. Now, Toby, I can't make a decision. Stuff I got a Fantasia. Can you help me finding the right meditation, please? I am not quite sure of that word, Toby, to be honest, but yeah, I'm not quite sure, Toby. If someone can help me out, maybe you can help me. I'm just not sure of that word. Seal says a lot of meditation will close our connection with the divine and melt away loneliness. Loneliness is separation from the divine. And yeah. It's almost like that illusion, isn't it? Yeah. Thank you very much for helping me out here, guys. Aphantasia is just a name for a condition where one does not possess a functioning mind's eye and cannot voluntarily... Thank you very much for that. Thank you guys for that. I've never heard that before, to be honest. And we can help you out with that. Because here's the thing, so many times during a guided meditation that people think that they need to, because we speak about visualizing in the meditation itself, and so the listener thinks that they have to actually see the pictures. And here's the thing, you don't have to see the pictures. You don't have to see the pictures. Yeah. For what might come up for you, if you can just let go of that fact of that it's okay not to see those pictures. If you can begin to feel something, like if you can begin to feel an emotion, if you can begin to have any sensations in the body, that's a part of the visualization process. If you just close your eyes for a minute, and for those of you that might be, you know the car and the glove box, okay, if you just visualize for a moment, close your eyes, feel that you're in your car, just see if you can feel that you're in your car now, at the driver's seat. And now if you can just visualize reaching over to the glove box and opening it up and putting your hand in there. If you can just, even if you do the movements with me, if you just visualize that, reaching over, opening it up, putting your hand in there and feeling around, and you feel a key. See if you can actually pick up that key. Can you feel the key? Can you even imagine it, that you've got it there? Okay. And if you're just opening your eyes, you may have picked up moments where you could actually feel that you were there, reaching over to that glove box, and however that came for you, even fleeting moments or even a feeling of it or the action, is perfect. You don't have to actually see everything. I hope that can help, Toby. I really do. No problem at all, Mika. No problem. No imagine possible. That's okay. And can you just accept that for the moment? Can you just be with that and just accept that? And let it go. Just let it go. I think when we try and that we lock ourselves into that we can't do that, and that we're set on that's it's not the end of the story. We can just put that aside and say, okay, that's it where I'm at the moment. We can just push that aside and we can move forward and let go of the thought that you can't even do that, and what may just unfold in the future. Who is to tell? Who is to tell? And yeah, thank you, Seal. And Seal just says that, to Toby, just observe your breath going in and out and accept your experience. And that's great words of advice, Seal. Thank you. My dear friends, it's time to go, and I want to send you all the love in the world until next time. And exactly, Seal, the world needs realist Toby. Exactly. Exactly. So I send you all the love. It's been a real pleasure today to be here with you and to share these moments with you. I can't thank you guys enough. It's been a joy. And from myself, and you haven't seen my dog. I haven't showed you Dharma. There, my dog's there. He's been meditating with us, guys. He's been meditating with us. Oh, I got that right there. Yep. So, thank you. God bless you guys. It's been a treat, and I send you love, and enjoy your evening or your day as it unfolds, and be open to change. God bless, and namaste. Bye-bye.